everybody, it's Kristen here. Welcome to this week's talk. So for this week, I thought I would focus on what exactly is life coaching. That's probably been the question of the month since I launched B3. And so I thought I would use this time to kind of explain a little bit more in depth what life coaching is and how it may be of benefit to you or someone you know. So number one question is, what is life coaching? So that's a difficult question to answer in a very short amount of time. It's kind of similar to someone asks you, what's your life about? Or, how do you explain life? You would probably have to think about it and kind of like, I don't know how to narrow down what's important, what's not, and explaining that because life is just so huge and multifaceted that you really can't narrow it down to what is life. And so the same thing goes for life coaching. It could take on so many different roles in someone's life. It could be a career situation. It could be weight loss. It could be a relationship with food or an addiction, or it could be finding out what your gifts are so that you can better use them in your everyday life. It could be your personal hygiene. It could be your sleep hygiene. It's really any area of your life that you want to invest in, that you want to see improving in a timely fashion. And so life coaching, I guess if I had to sum it up, is just that objective guide in a timely manner towards your goals. And so your life coach is there to not be in the mud with you, because have you ever tried to figure out your own situation and you're like, I know I'm not seeing all the different options, but I can't quite pull away from my emotional experience to figure out what it is that I need to do. And so a life coach comes in and they have that calm, serene energy that you might need in a chaotic situation. And they have that objective view for you to help you see left, right, front and side what it is that you need to do next in order to improve in your life. And so that's in a nutshell what life coaching is. But like I say, I don't want to box it in and make it seem like it's just this one specific thing, because it really could look different and be of benefit to just about anybody. And the next question that I've gotten is how is it different from therapy? Because I myself am a mental health professional as well, but life coaching is different. And I don't want to, again, box up therapy in a short speech and say what it is and what it isn't. But I guess I'll say that life coaching is action focused. We're going to figure out where the need is, identify why it's there in a quicker way than perhaps maybe therapy might take it, who knows, but we'll identify what the obstacles are, what the issues are, and we'll develop a plan. We are going to strategize in your life how you can get from point A to point B. And so oftentimes in different therapeutic approaches, you are unpacking and processing emotions and past traumas and maybe something from your childhood, and maybe you're working through communication issues within your marriage or something of that sort. And that is great. I'm all for therapy if you need it, but life coaching goes in a different direction in that it's action focused, getting from point A to point B in whatever area of your life that you need it to. And so from that, I have also gotten questions like, okay, so that makes sense. So what exactly would a goal be? How do I know if that's what I need? And so the next thing I want to give you is just a couple of goals that somebody in life coaching might want to focus on. And I'm going to read a couple of them for you. It might come down to, I want to increase the amount of money I have in my savings. I want to identify the unique skills and talents that I know are waiting just for the right moment to reach my potential. I want to design value-based goals instead of impulsive goals that are created by other people. I need help making a significant personal decision. I want to set healthier boundaries with others and be treated with respect. I want to bring more balance to work, home, community, and personal time. I want to lose weight or decrease my body fat percentage. I want to rebuild my life after a significant loss, and that could be a person, that could be a job, that could be any type of transition that you might be going through. I want to return to school and pursue a graduate degree, but I'm not sure in what area area I want to go. I want to increase my self-esteem and my confidence. I want to improve my sleep hygiene, get quality rest, and not resist waking up in the mornings. I want to improve my time management skills and arrive early to obligations, pay my bills on time, and follow through. This one, I like this one. I want to clarify my top 10 values and use them as a decision-making compass. Now that one is a great life coaching goal. Is a lot of times we end up in our lives making decisions and we're not even really sure like how we started to value those things. And so as we become adults and as we move forward in life and mature, it's always good to like re-anchor into what are my values, and am I making decisions in my life? Is my life lining up with what I value, what I deem important at the end of the day? And when my years and my life comes to an end, will I have lived a life that is in line with the values that I had in my heart? Or will I feel as though I got caught up in whatever may have been going on in my life, or the people in my life were more so influencing me? And so if any of those goals, if you identify with those, then life coaching could certainly help you with reaching those goals. And then the last one is, people ask me, okay, so got the life coaching thing, got how it's different from therapy. I've got a general sense of what the goals are. So now what? So for B3, for the life coaching track in B3, we would always start with a consultation. So that means you and I getting on the phone and talking for 20-30 minutes, I guess, to just really kind of see what it is that you're needing, if life coaching is indeed the appropriate route to go, and what this might look like for your particular situation. So it's just a screening of sorts to help you get to know me, to help me get to know you before we were actually to agree to move forward. And the next step from that would be a wellness assessment. Now for B3, we want to focus on all the areas of wellness, and so that includes financial, occupational, emotional, mental, spiritual, physical wellness. And so we would do an assessment that really looks into how you're doing on each of those. Sometimes we think we're doing better than we actually are, and then when we start having to check stuff off a list, or like measure things, and we're like, oh, I see why that area is affecting this area. And so really it's not my career or my occupational wellness that I really need to focus on. It's really my physical wellness, because I'm low energy and I'm lacking motivation and I'm not taking care of myself to be strong and motivated for those career goals. And so that wellness assessment will really dissect what is going on for your life. And from that, we would form goals. Now, you may have 20 goals when you come in for a life coaching session. You may have no idea where to start. And so that's why that objective view coming from a life coach can help you in understanding, okay, what exactly is it that I'm trying to do here? Let's write this out. Let's not just say I want to be happier. Let's not just say I want to have more of a social life. It's like, what does that look like on an everyday basis? And so those goals are going to be specific, measurable, relevant to your general goal for your life, time sensitive, and they're going to be something that is going to be capable of achieving within reason. And so we'll sit down, we'll make I suggest, and probably would suggest to you, a max of 3 goals at a time that you want to accomplish. And ever so often we would regroup on those goals, see where you're at, measure, and see kind of what's gotten in the way, what obstacles are you finding that you're stumbling upon, and then make corrections from there. And once one goal is achieved, we move on to the next one, because again, life coaching is about taking action. And so it's good to identify and process and figure out exactly what you want to do. But at the end of the day, we're going to need an action step. So every life coaching session will end with a plan of action for you to move forward on whatever goal that is for you. And so I hope this sums up some of the questions you guys have about life coaching. I'm super excited to get started with this. Again, like the B3 life coaching process has come from my own personal life experiences. And so another bonus thing I guess I could say about life coaching is that it can be a bit more personal than other relationships in the mental health field, and that, you know, I can share openly about my personal experiences in hopes of helping you if it's so appropriate for me to share. And we can really be in this thing together, always having you in the driver's seat, but having someone beside you that is looking at the situation from a different viewpoint and hopefully can get you results that you haven't seen before in the past. So thank you all so much for your questions. Feel free to message me, reach out to me if you have any other questions about it. And if you decide that life coaching is something that you want to look into, I would be glad to help. So that's this week's talk, and I'll talk to you later.